Okay, so today we're going to talk about muscles. Muscles are not that difficult, but for some reason we always want the cell to be circular, this round, perfect little cell. A muscle cell is actually a long tube. So if we think about a muscle, we're going to start from the largest portion. Let's say our arm muscle. We'll take a cross section through the arm muscle, and that's what this is. Within that arm muscle, you have a whole lot of little packets of tubes, more tubes. They are surrounded by connective tissue called epimysium. Whenever you see the word MYS, that means muscle in Latin. Epi means around. Inside of the whole muscle, you have bundles of more tubes. They're called fascicles. So if we go over here, here is an enlarged fascicle. It's surrounded by connective tissue called perimysium. Each of those fascicles then contain many muscle fibers. A muscle fiber is equivalent to a muscle cell. So if we go here, this is what we're trying to depict with this, is that this is a muscle fiber, which is equivalent to a muscle cell. And each cell is going to have many nuclei on it. It's going to have all the parts that most cells have. It's just that it's in a very long tube-like form. And it's surrounded by, again, connective tissue, this time called endomysium, endo meaning inside. And inside of one muscle fiber, you now have more tubes, and those are called myofibrils. And if we move over here, myofibrils have sarcomeres. Sarcomeres are the part that are going to allow the muscle to contract, all those fibers contracting together. So each myofibril then is composed of a thick and a thin filament. If you look on your PowerPoint, you'll see what the thick and thin filaments are composed of. A thick filament is made of the protein myosin. It has a tail and these little blobby heads. I call them golf clubs. I don't know if that will help or not. A thin filament has many more parts. It has a rope-like structure called tropomyosin. It has what I call little ping pong balls, which are the actin protein balls. And it has these other little structures called troponin, which are attached to the tropomyosin rope. So these two items have to connect together in order to have a muscle contraction. And that's where we'll go next.